Hello everybody. In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys another Minecraft tour. Now you guys are probably wondering, oh, why are you doing another Minecraft tour on your mall? Um, you already made a tour for it. Yes, that is true. That was only for the first floor. If you noticed last time, you may notice that there's been a major change to this mall. It's a lot bigger. It's because I decided to add a second floor. I figured, I was able to, engrave not only an elevator but also escalators into the place. So I was able to make a second floor, and it actually looks pretty good as a second floor. So now you have the option if you want to make it just a regular first floor, or if you want to add a whole nother floor to it, and you have the option to do that, which I think is great because then you can add a lot more stores, which is always nice. But so yeah, I won't be showing you guys the bottom floor. That's in the other video, but this video is just going to be on the top floor. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get into this. Also, I did now for the one thing I did add on the, well, actually, I guess I'll show you guys the elevator and the escalator before I actually show you guys the whole like second floor. But we have these are supposed to be those maps. So like when you go into malls, it's like one of those big maps that'll say like you are here, and then it'll have like layout of the stores and stuff. Some of them are touchscreen, I think. Like I think at Mall of America there's like a touchscreen one, which is pretty cool. So yeah, there's one on this side too, because it makes sense to put one on this side. So yeah, that's what those are meant to be, just like the maps that you would use. And then these are of course escalators, mall classic right there. And then we have one on this side as well, of course, which if these were to break, then these would function as stairs. So I didn't put an actual staircase. I just used the escalators because they're pretty much just stairs. So, and there's not enough room to put actual other stairs. So also we have an elevator, or what's supposed to be an elevator, but you'd walk in. If you have like a stroller, or whatever, you don't want to have to, obviously you don't want to put your baby up and down the escalator. It's not a very good idea, so you may want to take the elevator. And then we got water fountains on the sides of the elevator, just cause just to kind of fill the space. But yeah, I think this turned out really well. I do quite like this a lot. But not only do we have that, but we also have these little balconies at the top floor as well. So like through these hallways, you'll see, because usually at two-story malls, they'll usually have these like random little balconies, which I think look really good. Like if you look down here, it kind of looks really nice. And if you're down here, that's what it looks like up there. And then we still have the sky ceiling, the skylight ceiling, let in a lot of natural light, because otherwise it's very dark in this mall. So all right, so the stores, so the new stores we have a Claire's, we have a Yankee Candle store, we have a Shields, a Disney store, an arcade, which, well, I guess isn't really a store, but yeah, some of these aren't technically stores, but gotta give some variety to the mall. We have a Supercuts, which is like a hair salon. We have a KB Toys, which unfortunately went out of business like years ago. We have Forever 21. I think they're still around. At least, I don't know. Yeah, I think they're still around. Nail salon, which is just a regular nail salon. And then we have a K Jewelers. So, quite a lot of new stuff here. Again, this top floor will also be a tutorial. The stores will each have their own separate tutorial, as well as the ones on the bottom floor. So when I do the interior mall tutorial, I'll only be showing you guys like how to lay out everything. I won't actually be showing you guys how to make each store, because one, it's gonna take forever. The video is gonna be at least like 5 hours long, if not more. And two, it just makes sense for them to have their own tutorials. So like if you want to put other stores, because I do plan to make tutorials for other stores, so like not just these stores, but like other stores as well. Then yeah, you can put those stores in there. Like say you don't want KB Toys, you can do other stuff. But yeah, sorry, this intro is like really, well, I guess it wasn't really an intro, but we're gonna start off. We're gonna start with the arcade. I don't know. I'm just gonna start with a random one. So we have arcade right here. This is supposed to be like Pac-Man. I ran out of the sign wasn't even, and it was really bothering me, so I had to put like a logo. I thought this would be a kind of a cool logo. It's kind of a nod to Pac-Man. This is supposed to be like Pac-Man eating one of those like white circles, in the video game Pac-Man. I literally don't play Pac-Man, but I'm not sure what those are supposed to be. But yeah, anyways, but yeah, you walk in here. It's pretty cool little arcade. I do plan to make a separate arcade eventually, like for like that's not like in a mall or anything. It's like a separate building, but that'll be a future tutorial. I still haven't made that, but we have the prize counter, of course. These are like the prices for each of the prizes you can get. These are just some fancy lights. I thought these would look really cool, just like colorful lights. And then we have some arcade machines. None of these work except for the this one. This is like the one where you like have to test your strength. So like this is supposed to be the hammer. Like you can use the hammer, you click the pressure plate, and then or you click like a thing, and it's supposed to light up and like hit like a bell or something. But yeah, if you actually press the plate, yeah, hang on, that probably looked like I clicked it, but yeah. So if you click the pressure plate, it does ring the bell, so it kind of works, which I think is pretty cool. I don't think you can actually, you can't click the pressure plate, but you have to kind of stand on it, which is kind of annoying, but yeah. And then this is supposed to be like a shooter game. That's what these are. These are meant to be like the guns you can pick up. So that's what that is. And then yeah, just some basic arcade machines on each side. They don't work, but yeah, I couldn't really make working machines. It was too small of a space to really do anything with, but I think it turned out really well. I do like the flooring. I like the colors in here. It's very very cool, very retro. But yeah, there's just a simple arcade. All right, and then across from it we have a Claire's. So if you don't know what Claire's is, it's basically just a girls like it's like a clothing store but for little girls. I think it's mostly for little girls. I don't know if teenagers would shop here, but I could be wrong. I don't go to Claire's, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, I kind of just looked up an interior because again, I've never been, so this is kind of what I saw. It had a lot of like purple in it, so I saw most of them had like purple walls, like white walls, but like the tops of the walls were purple. So I thought this looked really good. And then the flooring, most of the flooring was like this really weird, like pink and purple, terracotta looking floor, so that's why I use the terracotta, of course. And then we had these like little lights, there's like white lights going through the place, so I used end rods for that. These are supposed to be like the Claire's logo, like hung up on the wall. I didn't want to use banners because that just didn't look right. And then just some paintings. These could be like models or whatever. I don't know if they actually have models in there, but these are like maybe advertisements or something. I don't know. Just kind of you got to use your imagination with that. Could be a million different things. But yeah, and then of course we just got some clothing racks. I used a lot of obviously some girly colors like pinks and purples and very light shades of blue and then white. Make it look very girly in here. But yeah, we got some clothing racks everywhere. We got this little thing. This could be like a display thing or something. And then we got the cash register, of course. So we have the register, we have the scanner, and then we have the bags we would put the stuff in. That's how I lay out all my registers. And then every store has these. These are supposed to be like the scanners. So like if you didn't pay for an item, you walk out with it, it'll like go off. It'll send like an alarm, make a really loud like rapid beeping noise and light up, letting you know you just stole something. So yeah, you'll notice every store has those. I think well, except for the arcade, because you really can't like buy anything from the arcade unless it's with like tokens. But I don't know if you would really need scanners for that, so that's why I didn't put them there. But everywhere else pretty much has it. Alright, so next we have the Disney store. This is probably one of my favorite stores in this whole mall. I just think I really love the colors in this place a lot. And it's inspired by all these stores are inspired by real stores, but especially this Disney one. We have like the black and white checker flooring. Now the real Disney stores are like way bigger than what this is, but like I don't even think any Disney store is this small, but I had to incorporate it in here somehow. But I saw this in there. This is like a weird little design I saw in one of the interior pictures, so I figured I'd put that in there and make it look nice. We have a little clothing area. This is where you can get like special like Disney merch or like stuff like Disney characters on them. Same over here. These are just like toys you can get right here. Pretty simple. But yeah, I really like the flooring in here. This is actually what's it called? Concrete powder, and I almost never use concrete powder just because I don't like how I don't really like the idea of colored sand much. But for the flooring in here, it was like a very black sparkly flooring in the actual store, so this just really brings that into Minecraft, so I think that turned out really well. And then we got the pink and blue walls. Apparently I'm colorblind. And then of course a register, which is the counter is like dark green. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, pretty simple interior, or pretty simple store. Not much in there, but then again, it's not much. You really can't put much in there at all. So I didn't want to make it too cramped in there. So I figured put a good amount of stuff in there. All right. And then across from that, we have a Yankee Candle store. I think this one's actually my favorite store that I've made in this mall, if it's not like the Lego store. Um, yeah, this one definitely might be my favorite one in here. Not my favorite store in general, but just like my favorite store that's like in this mall right now. So this is basically, if you never heard of Yankee Candle, you're living under a rock. I'm sorry. It's literally just like a candle company. I think it's like the biggest candle company. I could be wrong though. I don't have candles much, but you know, we got like different candle displays. I saw an interior. This is pretty much what it looked like. It had like a little area. These are like candles that are like hung up on the walls and stuff. Little boxes where they'd store candles. It was a pretty small little shop, but we have like a register here in the corner. This is like the Yankee Candle logo. Put that right there. And then this is just a big display which had like all kinds of candles on it. And then over here is literally the same as over here, except different candles. And that's literally it. That's all it's in here. We just got like a nice yellow wall in here. We got like different, I don't know, not much going on in here. Sorry, I gotta readjust. My back is killing me, but yeah, that's pretty much all that's in here is just candles, and more candles. So yeah, we got like wood flooring in here, which I like the jungle wood with the colors in here. I like the vibe in this place. I just think this place is definitely just by far one of my favorite stores in this whole mall. All right. And then finally we got Shields. This is the one I actually just got done with before I just pressed record here. So if you come in, we got I'm so stupid. Shopping carts. There we go. So these are the shopping carts. And then we of course got a whole like clothing section and you know, random stuff here. They kind of have like hats and stuff for display there. And then we just got some random like gadgets. These could be like, you know, hunting gadgets, fishing gadgets, or any kind of sporting equipment stuff. This is pretty much just a miscellaneous aisle. And then same over here, just miscellaneous stuff. Of course, we got a cash register. We got like a line, I guess, separator. I like to call it a line separator. I'm not sure if that's what it's called, but I don't know. It just makes sense to call it that. And then, of course, you know, you guys know how it goes. Cash registers, plastic bags, cash register, scanner, and then this is like where they would like clip off the tags, like the little tags that are on the shirts. You know, clip it off there, and then I think they, well, I don't know how they really do it, but yeah. And then these I think are where they like put hangers, like from the clothing. So, but yeah. And then here we just got some like, you know, baskets of like sport balls. I hate saying the word balls. I hate it. But yeah, we got like footballs, soccer balls, or footballs if you're in like any other part of the world. Basketball. Then these are just like some random like these could be like dodgeballs, I guess, or like kickballs. You know, you can use them for kickball. But again, here we got another miscellaneous shelf, another little clothing section, and then coming over here we have a whole shoe section, because I remember when I went to Shields they had like a little area. They had a whole area for shoes, so this is what I want to incorporate there. And then we have a little arcade area, believe it or not, because most Shields have like a little place where you can play like arcade games. So that's why I wanted to put here. It was inspired by the actual arcade that we just saw earlier. If you notice the lighting and, you know, the machines. So a little hidden away arcade area. I think that turned out well. And then here's probably my favorite part of the store. We got this like mountain like display. This would be like if you've been in like Bass Pro Shops or Shields or any like sporting store like that, you'll notice that like, or like Cabela's, that's a really good place to find one of these. It's like a fake mountain. There'll usually be a waterfall, like an actual working waterfall, like there'll be water falling through it. I was gonna do that here, but the water kept pouring out and it kept overflowing and flooding everything, so I just decided not to do that. I was sick of it. But these are supposed to be the fake animals. Obviously I couldn't do real animals because they'd just, you know, run away, but yeah, so I just kind of did that. These are kind of meant to be like eggs. I don't know, just a little display thing. I think that turned out really well. And then here we got like a place where you get guns, because obviously, you know, sporting, you know, it's also a place for hunting. So this is obviously, you know, makes sense that they sell guns. So this is like the gun counter. You can get these are obviously meant to be guns, but yeah, little area there. And then this is just again a miscellaneous shelf, and that's pretty much it in Shields. Oh, and then we actually have some other stuff over here. So we have changing rooms, which just each one has like a hook to hang your stuff. You got a place to sit down, you got a mirror, and then these are just, you know, multiple of these. And then we actually have bathrooms in here. So we have a men's restroom, which is just the typical toilet, urinal, hand dryer, sink, trash can, pretty simple.
And then same in the women's restroom. Each of these like big anchor stores, so like Scheels, Sears, Macy's, and Forever 21 all have bathrooms and changing rooms. So yeah, if you need to use the restroom, you're gonna have to go in one of those places. But yeah, it's like there's not like a main restroom area in the mall. They're all in these stores. But all right, so that's that half of the mall toured. So now let's check out this side of the mall. So first, we'll start with Supercuts. So if you never heard of Supercuts, it's literally just a hair salon. I think I've been there before, but I don't know. We don't have one where I don't think we have one. I think so, actually. I don't know. We have a few barber shops where I live, but yeah, pretty typical little area. This is meant to be like the vanity lighting. We got a mirror here. You look at yourself, make sure the barber's not, making you look stupid. We have like hanging lights because I saw in a lot of barbershop interiors, especially Supercut interiors, they had like hanging lamps. So, and then we have like scissors or like a buzzer cut or whatever. We have like different like products they would put in your hair and stuff to, cut it and style it and whatever. So that's kind of what so these are where you get your hair cut. This is like because like let's say like because like most barber shops actually sell like products like shampoo and gel and whatever. So if you like what the person is using, then you can actually buy it, and then this is where you would sell it, or not sell it, but you can actually check it out here. And then that's why we have the scanners here, because obviously if you walk out with it, you're gonna get caught. So and then this is where you wash your hair. You would like sit on the chair like this, and you would like dunk your head back, and they'd like wash your hair. A lot of, if not all, hair salons have those. And then this is where you check in. This is also where you check out your stuff. I didn't put a scanner here or whatever, but and then just a little shelf. I don't know. I just wanted to put something here to make it less bland in here, but I also really like the colors, because I saw in a lot of interiors of Supercuts, they had like the back wall was blue, but then everything else was like a light gray. So I figured I'd use that with the concrete, and then obviously the flooring is like a lightish wood. So I figured I'd incorporate that as well. But yeah, I really love how this turned out. This is a really nice looking store. So yeah, very nice there. And then across the hall, technically, we have a K Jewelers, which is literally like a jewelry store. So obviously it's a mall. You got to have a jewelry store in here. It makes sense, right? So obviously it makes sense to have these here. These tend to get robbed, I'm sure. But yeah, this is like the cases where you look through like all like here, this would be where watches, because they do sell watches too. So this is where you can look at watches, but there's mostly like rings, necklaces, bracelets, stuff like that. Like just all kinds of beautiful jewelry you want to get for your lover, So and then we have these like lights. I don't know. I thought I wanted to give this kind of a modern look inside here, so I kind of did these little lights in the corners. I don't know, kind of unnecessary, but it does look good. And then we have these lights here. These I actually saw in a real K Jewelers interior. Like the walls had like strips of light going down them. So then we just got like a carpet through here to add detail, and then here we got the cash register. So yeah, pretty nice looking store. I think this turned out real nice. So but yeah, it was really easy to make. So yeah, that was yeah, really nice. But yeah, there's K Jewelers, and also in each of the hallways we have trash cans and like a bench. So if you've been, tired of if you're like, aching from walking around all day, then you can like sit down, take a rest, kind of look down at the people walking around and stuff. So but yeah, and then next here's KB Toys. So again, KB Toys is like a 90s toy store that went out of business years ago. Like I couldn't even go there, and I'm like 17, so it just shows you how long they've been out of business for. But yeah, it's a really old store. I wanted to incorporate a store that was like no longer in business in here, so that's why I did that. But yeah, we have like different kinds of shelving. A lot of the walls in here were like white and red, and I wanted to put these I honestly don't know why I put these lights in here. I just thought they looked good. I wanted to add more detail in this place. So but yeah, we have like all kinds of like toy displays. We have like, the four, general colors: red, yellow, blue, and green. Pretty typical colors. You see that everywhere. Again, we got a cash register, and we have like toys on display. I was gonna have like a little train, like a little minecart going through here, but I don't know. I didn't like how there's like different colors like peeking through from the other walls, so I just decided not to do that. But But yeah, yeah, pretty cool. We also got like different colored like dots around the walls, which I think look really nice. Definitely adds color. I like the amount of color and detail input into this place. Which yeah, I think this just looks really cool. Kind of reminds me of my Radio Shack interior because we have like these little display shelves, then we have like these shelves that are engraved in the walls. It reminds me a lot of my Radio Shack interior, which I think is really cool. Which is funny because Radio Shack is also a business that went out of business. So, but yeah, there's KB Toys, pretty nice looking place. Obviously, I wanted to put like a toy store in the mall as well. You know, gotta think about the little kids. So, all right, next across the hall from that, we have a nail salon. It's not like a specific brand nail salon. It's just a regular run-of-the-mill nail salon. I had a really creative idea of using like colored arrows because it kind of looks like the brush for like the paint or whatever, the nail polish. It kind of looks like, you know, nail polish has been used and it's like splashed kind of everywhere. Kind of like, you know, I just think that looks really nice. Then we have like different like stuff, different like nail polish colors you can use for your nails. This is where you would get your nails done here. But then you would also do it here if you wanted to get your toenails painted. This is where you can sit down and, you know, you can get your toenails painted. This is where I think you'd have to like wash your feet. I don't know. I've never gotten my nails done, so I wouldn't know. Never been inside a nail salon, so I don't know how it's done, but I'm sure you girls in the comments can let me know. But if anyone has been there, or any guys, you know, any guys that's gone with their girlfriend or their daughter or whatever to go get their nails done, you know, but just anyone who knows about how this stuff works, y'all can let me know how it works in the comments. I have no idea, but and then yeah, I think yeah, you would also I would assume you would buy like nail polish here. Again, I don't know, but yeah, that's why we have the scanners here. But yeah, and then we got like a little waiting area, and then this is where you would check out your stuff. I'm actually gonna go ahead and put these in the Supercuts because I don't know why I didn't do that. Yeah, I could have easily done that, so I don't know why I didn't. There we go. See, doesn't that look a lot better? So, you know, you can like check out your stuff and put it in the bags. But yeah, and then that's pretty much the whole nail salon. Then you got like different paintings. These would be like, you know, different people's nails probably. But yeah, pretty cool looking place. I think this turned out really well. But yeah, that's the nail salon. All right, final store we're gonna look at, or the final store in the whole mall is Forever 21. This was originally going to be JCPenney's, which I'm sure most of you guys were expecting that to be in here, but the letters weren't even, and I was just so sick of it. It was giving me really bad OCD triggers, so I just had to change it. I wasn't gonna do maybe sometime I'll do a JCPenney or at some point, but won't be anytime soon, that's for sure. But immediately when you walk in, you'll notice there's like mannequins. I saw in like a lot of interiors of the store there was like mannequins as soon as you walk in, so that's kind of what those are. Got shopping carts on either side. Again, we have the bathrooms in here because, like I said, each of the 4 anchor stores, the Sears, Forever 21, Shields, and Macy's, all have bathrooms and locker rooms. So yeah, it's nothing that you haven't seen before. It's all the same. So yeah, you pretty much already saw all this. And then yeah, we just got a bunch of clothing stuff here. A little place that kind of tells you like it's like men's clothing and women's clothing. I feel like it's all women clothing, but I'm sure they sell men's stuff here. We have a whole shoe section. I don't know if they actually have this, and I don't even know if they sell shoes in Forever 21. I never shopped there, but you know. It's a little too girly for me. They don't have a lot of stuff I would like, but this is like where you'd sit down and try on your shoes, I'm sure. I don't know if they have a whole shoe section. That's like a tongue twister right there. But yeah, this is probably like where they would display like purses and stuff. So yeah, we have these miscellaneous shelves, and we got more miscellaneous shelves. And then we have the checkout area, of course. And then just some storage up here. More miscellaneous shelves all through here, and then you guys already saw that clothing area. So yeah, just a lot of clothing, and then of course we have a clothing area here in the middle just to fill the space. But yeah, I think this turned out really well. I also did worked on this today. I got this done today before I did Shields. I wanted to get this mall done and get this tour done, so because I don't know, I was just so sick of working on this mall. I wanted to get it done and over with, so I'm glad I was able to get this done finally. But yeah, that is it. That is actually the whole mall. Yeah, it's a very nice mall. I'm very proud of it. Again, this will be a tutorial, not anytime soon, but at some point I will make a tutorial for this entire mall. And each of the stores, like I said, will have their own separate tutorials. So yeah, the interior tutorial will just be like how to make like the elevator, the escalators, and how to lay out the whole mall and all that. And that's pretty much it. I don't want to make that video too long. But yeah, guys, that is it. That is how you make, or I don't know why I said that's how you make. I haven't. It's not a tutorial. But yeah, that's it. That's the whole entire mall. It's now officially 100% done. Because I can't really add a third floor. It just it wouldn't work. And I think it wouldn't. I don't think it would look very good with a third floor. It would look way too stretched out and weird. So. But yeah, like I said, I'm very proud of this. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. If you did, smash like, subscribe if you haven't already. Also turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, guys.